Why am I moving into this minivan? Let's talk about it. So welcome back to my channel. By the way, my name is Kim, and on this channel we talk about all things life after 50. I turned 50 last year, got a divorce last year, and just started traveling. One of the things that makes my heart beat is travel. I love travel. I love to see, do, and experience. Took a cruise, my first solo cruise in September, because I was just trying to figure out if we needed to get divorced. We had been separated for like 2 years, and I was just trying to figure out what my next move should be. Trying to spend some time with God, hear from him clearly, and just figure things out. And then I took another solo cruise in October and another one in November, and then I gave myself 4 solo cruises for my birthday in December, and it was off to the races. I literally have had a year of cruising, and it has been amazing. Every single month I've taken a cruise. Some months it's been 2, 3, or 4 cruises, and it was just what I needed because I wanted to be taken care of. I wanted easy travel. I didn't want to have to make a whole bunch of decisions. I wanted to do what I felt like doing on that particular day, and nothing more and nothing less. And as I'm wrapping up this year of cruising, because my first solo cruise was last September, it's currently September, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for season 2 of my reboot, we'll call it. And the dream I've had for 6 years now just started to call my name, and that is road tripping. 2019, I stumbled upon a YouTube channel and started following this family who was RVing across the country. And I talked to my then husband about it, and he said, yes, we could do it. And so then the pandy came and all that madness. But 2022, we bought a pickup truck because the plan was to get an RV and go see all the beautiful things that America has to offer. And then my world kind of fell apart. The life quake happened. And so I still have the pickup truck, but I don't feel comfortable pulling a RV in the pickup truck. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. We'll get to overthinking later, but I don't feel comfortable pulling the RV myself. And I would be solo for the most part on these trips. So I ran across another YouTuber about a year ago, and she does videos mainly targeted for senior women who are living van life. Let me tell you, there are tons of senior women who are solo out there living in their vans, traveling around the country. It is amazing. And so I started watching her channel, and I started thinking, maybe I could do van life. And then Maya, who is my daughter with itchy feet, she loves to travel. She got a van and intended to do van life, and she just never did because she got a job she loved and she couldn't be away from that job. And so I started thinking about it again a couple of months ago, just started really thinking about it. And then last month, I actually had to cancel my August cruise because my daughter was in the hospital, and that just and that was a hard time for me for many reasons, because she was in the hospital, because I got some news as far as my debt and how much debt I actually have, because it was just, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I don't want to talk about it in this video. That was a hard month for me, and I started thinking about van life again. But I got caught up in here's the overthinking part, right? I got caught up in do I want to get like a full-size van? Do I want to get like a Sprinter van? Do I want to get a van that's already built out? Do I want to get a Class B RV, which is like the size of a van? Do I want to get a Class C RV, which is bigger than a B but smaller than a Class A? And do I want to just try to pull something? and just get used to it. Do I want to pop up? Because they should be light and easy to pull. And I got so caught up in that I could not even start planning, right? Because the what if this and what if that. Every scenario has pros and cons. Like every scenario, every type of van, type of RV that I was thinking about had pros and cons, from the cost of them to having to pull and back into spots with an RV on the back of you, to having, if you get a camping spot, being able to leave your RV there and take your car. Whereas if you're in a van, you have to kind of leave the spot and you don't have anything to leave behind to save your space, to the where will I sleep? Just every scenario had pros and cons. And I was just going rounds and rounds and rounds, and which is why cruising was the best option for me last year, because I didn't have to make choices. I show up at the port and then I wake up every day and did exactly what I wanted to do. In the going around and around and around, I decided to, and here was the other layer of around and around. Girl, do you really want to do this, or are you romanticizing this experience? Because in my heart, I say, I want to do this. I want to live in an RV. I don't know if I'll let my daughter stay in the house. I don't know if I'll get rid of the house. I don't know what, but I want to stay in an RV, save money, get out of debt, and see this country and cruise. But if I'm cruising, sometimes 2.5 or 3 weeks out of the month, why am I paying all these bills for a big old house, right? Like, this is what I'm thinking. I could stay in the van or RV. I could cruise. I just feel like it would be so much freedom. And it's just a dream I've had forever. And I just want to know, like, if I get out there and it just doesn't work for me, then it doesn't work. And I can start a new dream. But, okay, here I am, y'all, rambling. So what I decided is Maya has a van. And it's an older van, but I'm going to trade my truck with her for just a little while and outfit this van for me to live in this van. And I'm going to try to live in it from home, because I feel like that's what I need. Like, I don't feel like I'm brave enough to just get out there and go. So I am going to try to do some local campgrounds, some local boondocking spots, to figure out what I need and how I want to live, right, in the van. And then I will figure out how much power I need for how much electricity I'm going to need, and how to sleep comfortably and all the things. And I feel like then I could really take off. I mean, I may do some local trips, in the beginning, or is a minivan just too small? So many people have me convinced that a minivan is the way to go because of gas mileage, the cost of the van, and just what you're able to get into and places you're able to go, and etc. But is it going to be just too small for me? I'll find out by being in Maya's van. If a minivan works for me, because some of the advice I keep seeing over and over again is to get the smallest vehicle that you can be in comfortably. So if a minivan works for me, then I'll get a minivan for myself. If a minivan just does not work for me, then I think I'm going to rent a van that I can actually stand up in, and maybe take a trip for a week in that and see what that experience is like. If that's still too small, then we'll see. I may have to try taking an RV towing class or something like that. Something that I've learned over the past year, and I forget it, y'all, I forget it all the time, is that I'm capable and I can do challenging things, and I don't have to fall apart because hard things are coming at me. And so I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can do it. And like I said, I wanted to do it for so long. And if I do this experiment and I realize, girl, this is not for you, that's going to be okay. But if I do it and I'm able to make it work in a way that I'm enjoying my life, I'm going to be able to get out of debt so much quicker and enjoy the freedom and get to see Mount Rushmore and the Badlands and Grand Canyon and Niagara Falls and all of that in a very budget friendly way. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm moving into a van. So I've ordered some things for the van. I've ordered a small refrigerator that I can plug into a power station so I can keep things cool. I already had a few like USB type fans, so I didn't need to order that. I've ordered some LED lights that you can just like stick up and use. I ordered some solar lights. I have ordered 2 power stations so that I can get electricity. And yeah, so I'm looking for a comfortable mattress that I can put back there, and I'm gonna go like bare bones, just the minimum, because some of the advice that I keep seeing is to live in your van before you buy all the stuff, because you don't even know what you need until you've lived in your van. So I'm gonna follow that advice and just live in here. I'm gonna be sleeping in my van in my driveway sometimes, y'all, cooking in my van and all the things. And then at the end of this experiment, I'll give Maya back her van and either buy one for myself or see about getting something bigger to live in. So that's it. That's the story. Will I still be cruising in season 2 of my reboot? Absolutely. I'm a cruiser. I love cruising. But in between cruises, home will look different in season 2. Home will look something like this. So let me know in the comments if you've ever heard of this, if you've ever tried it, if you have any tips for me, any advice for me. I'm nervous and I'm excited. I always tell y'all that. So I'm nerve excited and I can't wait to get going with this. So in the meantime, if you've reached this far, drop an automobile emoji in the comments for me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully one day at sea or somewhere along the road. Bye-bye.